Hey everyone, it's Lauren. I haven't done actually I have my earbud in, let me take that out. I haven't done a face-to-face video in a really long time. And so I'm feeling a little bit awkward. But I really wanted to join in on Thursday BookTube. So it's hashtag Thursday BookTube. And it is an open collaboration hosted by, I wrote this down, Life with Patty and My Mountain Home and Kitchen. Now, I was already subscribed to Patty's channel, and I just went over and subscribed to My Mountain Home and Kitchen, so I'm looking forward to trying out some of her videos. I'm finding so many fun different YouTubers through trying out different collaborations. It's a really fun way to get to know other people. And yeah, it's just fun. It's fun. I love all these you ladies and I should say gals and guys that have come up with these just fun things for people to do on here and join in and find community, and I think it's great. So I love to read, which is why I wanted to join in on this collab. And I wasn't sure exactly what to do because I've never done this before. I usually talk about coloring, or I did hauls in the past. I've never really talked about books. So I thought what I would do is just show you some of the books that I'm reading. Now, I am a mood reader, so I tend to jump around a lot with books. I'm trying to dial that down, but I have a lot of books started. I read physical books. I also like to read on my Kindle. This was actually a birthday gift from my husband last year, and I also listen to a lot of audiobooks. I'm a busy mom, so like we homeschool. I don't have a ton of free time to just sit down and read, unless I'm doing like read alouds for the kids. So audiobooks are really nice because you can multitask. But what I thought I'd do is I'm just going to go through some of the physical books that I'm reading and talk about those because I can show them to you. I don't really know how to put books up on the screen to show you. So I'll just go through the physical books I'm reading. For read aloud right now for the kids, so I have 2 children, and we are doing many different types of books. Like my daughter's younger, so we'll do picture books and stuff, but I usually have a chapter book going, and we are reading Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. And this is actually, I got this at like my library in their Friends of the Library sale section. This one actually has, I'm sorry if you can hear the trucks. This has the complete adventures of Charlie and Mr. Willy Wonka. And believe it or not, I have never read this before. I grew up reading, but I don't know why I never was really introduced to Roald Dahl. I don't remember any of my teachers reading him aloud. My parents read me Little House growing up, and my dad also read me Tom Sawyer, and I'm trying to think some of the other ones. I just remember Little House. That was like my favorite growing up. I am having so much fun with this book. I absolutely love the humor in here. My son loves it. My daughter loves it. And there's a pretty big age difference. My daughter's still like technically like toddler preschool age, and my son is grade school. So the fact that they're both enjoying this is great, and I'm enjoying it too. And it was really fun because neither of my kids had ever seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, like I think it's like the 70s movie, not the one with Johnny Depp, not the new one, like the old school one that I grew up with, which is my favorite. And we watched it the other night, and it was just so fun, and it was even more exciting to watch it now that we're reading the book. So If you've never read this to your kids and you have kids or grandkids, or you've just never read it for yourself, it's such a charming story, and the humor is really funny, and there's lots of little cute little illustrations inside too, which my daughter loves, so that one's really fun. Then for myself, I read a lot of fantasy romance. So romance is my favorite, but fantasy is my top. Fantasy and romance. I don't know what I'm saying. I like fantasy romance. That's what I'm trying to say. But I do read other genres as well. So I have a couple. First, there's like two main fantasy series that I've been focused on lately. So the first one, I actually just finished this book. This is The Road of Bones by Demi Winters. And this is a Norse Viking inspired fantasy. There is romance in here, but it's not the main plot of the book. In this story, we're following this woman here, Scylla, who is on the run, and we're not sure why. We just know she's on the run, and something happens. I don't want to say what, because I don't want to give the story away, but something happens to where she has to travel the Road of Bones, which is known to be a very dangerous, treacherous road, and she ends up joining up with a group of warriors, and there is found family, there is really good humor, there's a lot of heart in here too, like there's things that just will break your heart. There's magic, there's weird creatures, there's definitely some violence in here because we're dealing with Vikings and like barbarians and things like that. So the spice level, if you don't like open door books, there is some of that in here, but it's not like a lot of it, and it's not too descriptive, if that makes sense. Like it's there, but it's not like gross for gross sake. I don't know if that makes sense. But I really enjoyed this. I gave this 5 stars, and I liked it so much that I've already started book 2, and the novella comes out June 10th or 11th, I think. It comes out very soon. There's a novella, and then the 3rd book will be coming out in 2026, and I am just loving Demi Winters' writing. She just writes really great characters, and I love witty banter. I love found family friend groups where you just fall in love with these characters and they have like inside jokes and you feel like you're part of those jokes. I just love that. So these are great. I've really been enjoying that series. And then another fantasy series that I'm really liking and I'm working my way slowly through is Gleam. Well, this is book 3, but this is the series is called the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. In fact, I have the first book up here. I own the whole series. I've been slowly collecting them. This is the first book. It's called Guild. And this is a not Rumpelstiltskin. What am I saying? King Midas reimagining. And so if you know the myth of King Midas and the Golden Touch, there is so much more to the story than that. But we're following our main character, Arin, who is the gold-touched favorite of the king. Basically, she is his concubine, I guess, if you want to say. And King Midas is not the hero of the story. It's pretty obvious early on. I'm not really giving a spoiler. King Midas is not the hero. So if you start this series out and you're like, what in the world? This guy's despicable. He's supposed to be. Okay, he is despicable. And Arin, this whole story really focuses on Arin and her journey to freedom and finding out who she is, overcoming really hard obstacles and learning what it means to truly be loved and cared about. She is definitely mistreated in the beginning of this series. So There are a lot of trigger warnings, and I should mention, and I didn't, these series that I'm showing you, this and this, are adult reads. These are not for young readers. I mean, not 18 or under. It even talks about that in the beginning of this book, but these are meant for adults. So 18 and older, I mean, read with discretion. Both of these do have trigger warnings. So if there's things that you're sensitive to, like violence, both of these deal with war, and I mean, it's fantasy, so you're going to have some of that. And both do have magic, and both do have open door romantic scenes. So just keep that in mind. I love them. I think they're great books. But yeah, I just thought I'd put that out there. And then lastly, I have a contemporary romance that I'm working on. I know this is a lot of books, guys. I'm sorry. I'm almost done with this one, actually. I'm over halfway. I shouldn't say almost done. I'm over halfway done. But this is Fragile Sanctuary by Catherine Cowles. And this is a romantic suspense. I am really enjoying her writing. I've never read anything by this author before. Honestly, this was a cover by. It has like the blue sprayed edges. This is adult, 18 and older. But we're following a young woman who is restoring an old Victorian home. And her brother, her foster brother, is like the head contractor, I guess, on the job. And he brings in one of his, fellow workers who's an expert on restoring homes like this. And that's our love interest for our main character, and he's a grumpy one and she's kind of like the sunshiny one. But there's so much more to the story than that. There is some mysterious things happening. It's suspense, so we have like hidden secrets for both of our characters, things that tragic backstory, that sort of thing, for both of them. And there's also just the whole small town aspect. This is a series and it's going to follow the different siblings in this family. There's adoption representation, foster care representation, which I absolutely love. And the family is so wonderful. I love when, like I said, found family. I love getting to know the family of the characters. I just think it's so much fun. So I'm really enjoying this one. Does have some open door stuff in it. It's not like overtly spicy or anything like that, but there is some of that. I just thought I'd let you know in case you don't like that. And then the last one is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I want to step out of my comfort zone a little more. And so I am working on this one. This is Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. I think I'm saying her name right. This one is interesting. I'm not sure where this is going to go, but I'm definitely enjoying it. So this, I don't even know how you would classify this. It's not really like historical fiction. It's not really a mystery. There is mystery, but let's call it a family drama. I don't know. It's about a father and his 3 children who are living on this remote island off of Antarctica. And they are basically completely isolated. There's nobody else on the island. And they're there as like caretakers for a seed bank, which is something I had no idea what that was. And you learn about that in this book, which is really interesting. And all of a sudden, right in the beginning of the book, a woman washes up on the beach of this island. And that is pretty crazy because of where the island is located, not to mention the water is freezing and is really dangerous for even ships to get close by. So it's really weird that she's washed up on the island. They take her in and they're trying to help her, and then slowly, all of these different secrets become unraveled to us. It's just so interesting the way the book is written. We're getting multiple points of view of the father, his children, and the woman. And there's definitely some weird stuff going on. Like, we know something mysterious is going on. We're not sure. I love that type of book where it just keeps you wanting to turn the pages. Also, the nature writing in here is so atmospheric. If you like feeling like you're there when you're reading. This, yes, this is like that a lot. So anyway, those are all the books that I'm working on physically. I have some going on my Kindle as well, and some audiobooks that I'm listening to. Actually, the Road of Bones book that I showed you, I happen to have the audiobooks of these as well. So those are the audiobooks I'm working on. And then on my Kindle, I'm actually reading like what's it called? Post-apocalyptic type of book. So yeah, I have a lot going on. I'm a slow reader, so this will take me time. I probably won't have any of these completely finished by next week, but we'll have to see what I end up talking about. This video is long, I'm sorry, but yeah, I just wanted to join in, and I can't wait to watch everyone else's videos and see what you're reading. And I had so much fun watching Patty's video today. So I'm excited to see everyone else's. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I hope that you have a really good day.